Hey, what's going on? Smoking with Scruggs here. Sorry about the noise from the fan, but it's like really hot today. About 90 some degrees according to my thermometer. Might be wrong, but I'm gonna tell you what, it's kind of blazing out here, and dogs needed some food, so I was out here cooking some chicken for them. And while I was at the store getting that chicken, I was like, man, I sure been craving some hot dogs. So I came up with this recipe, and being as that summer's getting ready to hit, everybody gonna be out there grilling hamburgers and hot dogs and everything. Thought I'd come up with a sloppy dog is what we're gonna call it. Now I would use an all beef hot dog for this, but as y'all know, I can't have that, so we just gonna go with some chicken dogs. And we're gonna use ground chicken also. You can use beef if you want. That'll be totally up to you. So this is a kind of one of those recipes where you can just dress it up to however you want. But I'm gonna give you the baseline for it, and we will see how it turns out. I've never had this before, never done it, just came up with it on a whim. We call it chicken sloppy dog. So yeah, let's get started. I've got a 1 pound of ground chicken. Got a pan there, medium heat, some Pam in it. We're just gonna cook this. Now while this is cooking, we really want to chop this up. And then we're going to add 2 cups of diced onion. Now, when you chop up your onion, you want to save. You want to put aside a little bit for toppings. Should have told you all that beforehand, but yeah. So save a little bit of onion to top your dog with. That's optional. And if you don't like red onion, you can use a white onion or a yellow onion or a Vidalia onion, whatever you want. I just happen to like red onions. Yeah, this is going to be a lot for just a few hot dogs. I would say you probably use this for a party. I just hated to mix up just half a batch. I mean, nothing else. I'll use the sauce for other stuff too. So you do that at your discretion. Just half up what I'm making. Alright, we're going to let these sweat for a little bit. Alright, we will take 1 can tomato sauce. This just happens to be the brand that I'm using. Make sure you get all that stuff. I put it like about this much water in there and kind of swished it all around so I could get as much of that as I could. Just kind of mix that around. Take about 2 tablespoons of your favorite barbecue sauce. I'm going with Mile High Guy Barbecue's Habanero. If you want it a little bit hotter, I would suggest going with his Sweet Reaper. And then we're going with a 7-ounce can of Chipotle sauce. Now this is just the sauce. This isn't the peppers. So make sure you get the one that just says sauce on it. And then here we got our spices. This here is 2 teaspoons of chili powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground pepper. Sorry about that, my dogs are hitting my stand there. And then we're just going to dump that in. Well, I didn't mean to dump it all in one place, but so just kind of mix that up. Now we're going to put this on high, and we're going to bring this to a boil. And it wouldn't hurt to do some more chopping while you're in there, just to get everything all mixed up. And we're just going to reduce this down is what we're going to do. Well, we kind of want to get this simmering. I guess boil was the wrong word, so I've got it on like medium high is what we're going to go with. We want to get a little bubbly action because actually we want to reduce this down. And I'll time this to see how long it takes to reduce it. Alrighty, so we have reduced this. It's almost been a half an hour. I like the consistency of this, the way that it looks. So I think this is what we're going to go with. So we're going to take this off the stove and we're going to put this in a bowl. Just so you know, this is the party size recipe. I would definitely cut this in half if you're just doing this for your family. So hopefully this turns out pretty good because I got a lot of this. But more is better than less, right? Alright, so we're going to take this off stove and we're going to put this in a container. And we'll let it cool off and we'll throw our dogs on and get them going. So hey, I got my chicken dogs on here. Just took off my dog's chicken for the week. And I'm going to smoke these just a little bit with some cherry wood. Yeah, so we'll shut this down. Let them smoke for a little bit. In case you're wondering what brand I'm using, it's Bar S Chicken Franks. These are okay. They're not the best, but it's hard for me to find a chicken frank or a chicken dog that I can eat. I'm gonna see if I can close in on the ingredients here. A lot of chicken dogs have what's called carrageenan in them, and I'm allergic to carrageenan also. And so yeah, it's hard to find a good chicken frank. Like I say, these are actually pretty good. Actually, my friend over at Poor Guy Outdoor Cooking, he did a review on these, and sure enough, they had them in my store here in Virginia. So I've been eating these. Like I say, I'm sure there's better brands out there. These are probably the cheapest thing you can find in the store, in my store anyway. But you know, they serve the purpose. So yeah, we'll be back. Alrighty, these dogs been smoking for about 20 minutes. I'm just going to stick them over here and get some grill marks on them. Get a little blister. You can cook your dogs however you like. I used to have an aunt passed away for years now, but she was the one who actually, we used to watch her when I was a kid. She was the one that always cooked on the grill at all of our family functions. Of course, the men didn't do anything. The men sat around and watched football all day. But she was the one that did all the cooking on the grill. And of course, back in, you know, they had that aluminum foil they had to put all on there, you know, to keep everything nice and clean. And but I was always amazed watching her cook all the time. The reason I bought her up was because she used to always like her hot dogs black. I mean, like black, black, black. She like her whole hot dog like that. Yeah. Memories of grilling. I'll set these to the side. I got me a couple of buns over here. I'm gonna toast them up real quick. I'm thinking that toasted buns might hold everything together a little bit better. And you definitely don't want to walk away from this. You burn up your buns in no time. Oh yeah. I'll take a couple of dogs here. Throw on my plate, and we will go in the house and plate these up. Alright, we got the dogs there. We got a slop sauce. I'll tell you what, this stuff smelled amazing while it was cooking. I'm just gonna dump some right on here. Dogs are down here. They know they ain't made no. I made chicken for them, but they ain't got none. Put some extra onions on here if you want. And I just got this open. I would use shredded cheddar. This is a I think it's just a Mexican 4-cheese blend. I'm just gonna throw that on there. I'm gonna use this up before I opened up another one. Yeah. Man, that sure does look good, don't it? Man, I look like a mess. I tell you, it's been hot outside today. Let me take these clip-ons off. The transitions just won't cut in it today. Alrighty, look at that thing. Slop dog. That's what I'm gonna call it. This is chicken slop dog, but I would use an all beef hot dog is what I would use. But I can't have it. That is some kind of good, folks. Man. The chipotle. It's got a chili taste to it. That chipotle is kicker. Tiny bit of heat. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Look at that. Impress your friends with this summer. This one's a keeper, folks. Man. I have no words for this. This is just totally awesome. Got a little bit more heat coming in. It's just all kinds of flavors hitting. You can taste that, a little bit of that barbecue sauce. Got a little heat. Habanero. The onions. Chipotle. Good gosh. This is just amazing. My dogs are looking at me. Just waiting. Man. Definitely try this. I can't put it down. The nose is starting to run just a little bit. It's not hot though. It's spicy. It's almost like a chili, sloppy chili. I'm gonna try some of this sauce just by itself. You know, you can put this on anything. You can eat it just like it is. This definitely gets Scruggs seal of approval, y'all. Yeah, awesome. Appreciate y'all watching. Thanks a lot for sticking around. Try this. Try it. You will be amazed. It's awesome. Thanks a lot and keep on smoking, y'all.